you ready? Hey. Welcome, guys, to another stream. Welcome to another stream. Very excited today. I am ready to fly, guys. Are you guys ready? Definitely welcome to another stream. I'm gonna get this started. All right. Let me see. Let me get this set up here. So, guys, welcome to another stream. Let me know if you guys want to go somewhere specific. I'm actually going to start practicing some landings and takeoffs on a 152. I know that sounds a bit weird, but we're going to get started with that. Then we're going to see as people come on. So, welcome, everybody. Absolutely welcome, everybody. And the reason why, actually, we're going to start practicing some landings and takeoffs. It is actually because I've been thinking, guys, that's a problem. I've been thinking that I really may enjoy actually going to flight school. So, I've been watching videos, several of them, about some flight academies, and I think I'm actually going to do it, guys. I may actually go for my pilot's license. I may start the process, and I'm going to enjoy it, because that's what I want. I want to enjoy that process. And I really think, hold on, let me get this audio from you guys. I really think I'm going to do it, and I'm excited about it. Applying safe, there we go. So that has gotten into my head, and I've been practicing it. I've been actually practicing on the simulator. Everything with checklists, I've been practicing pretty much to learn more in details of what it would actually take to do it in real life. I know the simulator is definitely not a substitute for real life, but I've been watching all the videos. It just really gets me excited about it. So I really think that I'm going to do it, and I'm gonna start flight school whenever I can. And it's just gonna be for fun. It truly will be just for fun. It's not gonna be something that I'm gonna rush into, as in the sense of, hey, I want to get it done right now. But it will be something that I want to get done hopefully sooner than later. So I have been practicing my little takeoffs and landings, but actually following what you should be doing. I turn all my crashes on and everything on. And I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it a lot. I really want to get into it. So if you guys have any comments about it, about flight school, please let me know. Hi, welcome, Victoria. But yeah, I really do want to start flight school, and I can definitely accredit that to this game. I never knew how much fun it was until I started playing this game and joined the community and everything, pretty much everything about this game. So I really want to start flight school. Let's do this. There we go. Alright, we're gonna take a little turn here. Oh, that's right, they haven't fixed that yet. You cannot turn while you're clicking on something inside the cabin. One day they'll fix that. So there's a hot fix that people are getting looped into downloading loops. That actually happened to me on the last update. It works pretty fine now. We'll see. But yeah, as I was mentioning before, I really do want to join flight school. Yeah, man, I really do want to. And I've thought of a couple things. I know some people have done this in videos. They'll get with somebody who is a pilot, if they have a friend, and they'll sit with them and be like, hey, let me try to fly this without you telling me anything. And I really want to do that since I've been playing the flight sim game for a while, to see how it really matches up to the real life. So I'm trying to find a friend who will daringly let me do that. I'll be like, hey, I only need you to intervene when you see me doing something wrong, or if I'm missing something. And I want to give that a try to actually see how it compares. I know some people have done it and they think it's a crazy experience, and it actually they do very well. And that's why I want to try it, because I never thought, like, ever since I started playing, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess you start learning, and the fact is that you learn a lot throughout this game, but I never thought I would have the guts to actually try to fly a plane. So I was like, hey, I need to find a friend that I can fly with and be like, hey, let me try it, and then you overcorrect anything that I'm missing and let me know what I'm missing. And it'll be like, literally, just don't tell me anything until I'm doing something wrong. And that's what I really want to try out, to see if it's possible. I think I'm going to do a video if I do find a friend. Nice. Very nice. That's a nice leg, too. But yeah, I want to try that. I think it's a bit crazy, but yeah. Yeah, there is no pause button in real life, correct? There is no slew mode. There is no there's no anything. But I just even talking about it sounds crazy. It's a crazy idea, I know, but I really want to try it. And I think it's gonna be a great experience too. I've also thought of just like, because usually at flight schools they'll offer you, hey, we'll just take you around for an hour and then see if that's something that you really want to do, and that is actually something that interests me a lot. I really want to do that. I'm gonna say it here. I want to do that soon. So we'll see. I already asked my wife. I was like, hey, would you actually fly with me if I got my license? And she was like, yeah, sure. So I was like, hey, we can do this. So I've been thinking about it. I really, really have been thinking about it. I've watched so many videos over the lessons, and I'm like I'm gonna enjoy it. I know for a fact that I'm gonna enjoy it. So I really want to. Yeah, I know. That's definitely something I gotta need to practice a lot on. VATSIM, because for the ATC. But I don't wanna. I know a lot of people get discouraged with that, and I saw some videos like, hey, the top 10 things that discourage people from actually finishing flight school, and that was one of them. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna discourage myself on that. I'm actually gonna use it to practice. I'm gonna start on VATSIM. I already created my account and everything, just so it doesn't become overwhelming, or I don't think it's gonna be too difficult, and I'll be like, hey, that's actually gonna kick off my my start before I even start. So I really want to do that. Gosh, I really want to. Like, it's very exciting and motivating to start flight school, but it's very nerve-wracking too. But I trust on everything. By hobby, I can say by hobby, I'm a mechanic and I love engines and I love everything. So it's I truly want to, man. I've already found like which flight school I'll go to and everything. So I guess it's just a matter of fact of just biting the bullet and going, which I will one of these days. I'm a little veering off a little bit. I know some people ask, like, well, why would you enjoy just flying? It's like, actually, I really enjoy just flying. Like, that's what I really enjoy. I just want to fly and look at all the scenery and literally just fly. Which that was something that was weird when I started playing this game and doing the streams. Like, why would people just watch somebody flying? Well, it's actually because it's enjoyable. It's absolutely enjoyable. And that's what I think I'll enjoy the most out of just actually getting a pilot's license. If you guys have gotten your pilot's license, please let me know in the comment how your experience was. What do you recommend? What you don't recommend? And what to keep an eye out for. Yes, exactly, like that right there. Daily driven H2. Be positive and pick an instructor that you feel good with from day one. Yeah, that was a tip I also saw. Oh, that's a good one. Do multiple demo flights with different guys. Actually, that is a great tip, man. Thank you. I did see that as a tip that say, hey, like actually pick somebody. Don't just grab the first person unless if you actually think they're like comfortable, like you're comfortable with them. Because that could be discouraging. Absolutely, that could definitely be discouraging for people. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I know, like, hey, don't just go for whatever school. Actually, do research and check the reviews and all of that. And I know. Oh wait, come on, there we go. I've checked all the reviews. I found 2 schools actually near me that I kind of liked. One was more expensive than the other one, and there's a reason. And they also stated why it's more expensive is because they actually take care of their planes. They actually take care of their instructors, and they seem to be more of on the friendlier side than the other school. That's a cheap one. That it kind of seems like they just want your money. But yeah, even on the same flight school, try different guys. Yeah, I definitely have that in my mind. I'm not just gonna stick with the first flight instructor. I do want to do several demo flights because everybody has a different teaching experience and a teaching method. I've learned that too. So it all depends. If you feel comfortable with one person or another, because then again, I'm doing this because I'm not just paying for it. I'm also I also want to learn. So I can't be with somebody who's going to discourage me from actually trying stuff. So, by the way, I don't know where we're flying. Oh, I know which way we're flying, yeah. But we're just going to fly over here. We're actually going to fly over my house pretty soon. But definitely won't tell you where that is, guys. But it is close by. That's all I can say. But yeah, man, like I've enjoyed this so much and have gotten into it so much that I really want to go to flight school. And I think I'm gonna enjoy it so much that because it gets me excited. It gets me excited playing this. It gets me excited watching the videos. It gets me excited just going over the lessons too. So I really think that it's gonna happen soon. So I will appreciate, guys, any tips at all. Please let me know in the comments or in the chat. Also, how was your experience? I really want to know. Florida. I live in Florida. I live actually close to where we took off from. We're actually gonna fly over my house soon. Fort Lauderdale, and actually that's where the flight school is gonna be by. Which is a great opportunity too. I know some people don't live close to airports, and pretty much flight schools are right by the airports. So yes, it's very that's a plus to live close by. It's only 20 minutes away from my house. But it gets me nervous. It gets me nervous to think about that. Like, hey, one day I could be flying out there. And it's funny because I see them. It's literally close by. There's an area which is where the Everglades is at. Usually they take people out there and they fly out there and they practice out there because there's no houses, there's nothing out there, and it's not in the middle of flight paths either. So I see it all the time. So it's always around me, and it always, whenever I'm driving, I see a small plane. I'm like, it's crazy to think that I want to be there. Yeah, I know. I got plenty of schools around here. I know of 2 of them that I've researched into. I'm still gonna keep digging, but I really, and even not just here in Fort Lauderdale. If I decide that down in Miami too, that if it's an option for me, then I'll look for it down there too. So that's not the problem. But it gets me excited. It's very exciting, and dang, I really just want to start. But it's nerve-wracking. But I can't wait to do it for real. I really cannot wait to do it for real. I want to so badly. Yeah, we're gonna fly down to Naples today. And I, like, ever since I decided that I really wanted to learn the right way, like, I've stopped, like, you know, flying from outside. Why is there a marker down there? Interesting. Like, I've actually learned how to fly from inside. I've actually started learning using everything. I stopped using the autopilots, or actually I started learning more into how to configure all the autopilots on the bigger planes. So yeah. You're in California but training in Pennsylvania. How was your experience? I want to know, how was your experience? Like, what was your takeaways from your experience mainly? Like, apart from everything that you learned and your pilot's license, I get it. But how was your experience? And how was your check ride? Was your test flight, I forget what they're called, but was your test instructor an a-hole, or was he very relaxed? Was he like trying to actually, because I've heard so many stories of, if you think you're gonna do something wrong, you're actually better off finding, like, showing that you know where to get information, or that you don't know, than actually getting it wrong and be like trying to know that you know everything. That's a story that I heard, that I was like, hey, they actually appreciated the fact that this person who was taking the test actually knew where to get all the information he needed when he didn't know it, rather than trying to figure out or come up with something that was not correct. So I want to know, how was your experience? Because I really want to get into a flight school, man. It's gonna happen. Maybe I'll take you guys. Actually, I'm gonna take you guys with me. So if you want to watch the story, make sure you subscribe, because I'm gonna be making videos all the way through. I actually thought about doing that on a documentary style of what it would be to start from zero to get the flight license, the pilot's license, because that's a lot of information that I find myself trying to find that I cannot find, and you could usually find it like this, like talking to people that have already done it. So I guess I can help out a lot of people by doing that if I document everything and let everybody know my experience as I go along. I also thought about that. I also thought about all the expenses and the process of actually owning a plane as well, which that's a whole different story. Yeah, I've heard that too. Thank you for sharing, by the way. I've heard that mainly most of them are retired pilots, and they're actually nicer, and I would prefer that too. I would also prefer of like somebody, hey, yeah, I've been flying for 30, 50 years. That's the guy that I want to learn from. Hey, Demetrius, how are you? Talking about here that I want to go to flight school. But yeah, those are the people, those are instructors that I want to learn from. Like, those are the actual people that know everything that you should know beyond the books, beyond that, and that's what comes with experience. So like, those are the people that I prefer to fly with, and they're generally nicer too. Instead of a brand new, that's one thing that I didn't like too much. I saw a lot of flight schools that they try to put you with actual students that are there, that graduated from there, but they're working on their commercial license or whatever they're working on, so they need the hours. And I'm not too fond of that. I'm like, if I'm paying for it, I want to retire, literally a retired pilot that has been in the air for 30, 40 plus years, because those are the people that actually know what happens beyond the books. Those are the guys that they know the planes and how to fly better than the palm of their hands, the back of their hands, or whatever. And those are the people that I want to learn from. And that's also something I've learned in my life, that those are experience. Experience is what teaches you pretty much almost everything in life. Yeah, exactly. They just want to rack up the hours. Yeah, Exactly. Because like some of them, they just want the hours. They'd be like, hey, I've flown this amount of hours, but the fact is that they were just teaching you, and then they were just, hey, yeah, you do this, you do this. But then the retired guys, you see it. It's like, hey, they're not getting anything out of it, except for the fact that they're doing it because they like doing that. And those are the people that I want. I'm actually following one flight school, which is the one that I think I may attend. And the guy's like that. The guy's a bit older, and you can see it. He teaches because he really wants to. He enjoys teaching, and he enjoys teaching everybody else about flying. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to find. Because those are the people that I want to learn from. Those are the people that you should be learning from as well. Nothing bad with the brand new guys, with the young crew. That's fine. I get it. You're trying to rack up the hours. You're trying to teach, but you still don't know if that's what you want to do. Or you're trying to get somewhere else with your license. That's fine. But I still prefer the older pilots. Demetrius, are you flying around today? If you're still there. I also did a lot of research on the planes because I saw some sketchy planes on some flight schools. I was like, yeah, that plane definitely needed an overhaul. But oh well. I know some too, because some of them, they're like, they want to teach you on the latest and greatest new technology, and then that's something that I want to ask everybody. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you recommend that you train on an older plane or a newer plane? My opinion is better if you train on an older plane, because that's pretty much, I would guess, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, and I probably am, but I think that's what you're mostly going to fly, because that's what's mostly available than brand new planes. So that's why I want to know what is better, to train on an older plane or to train on a newer plane. Because I guess you're not going to find everything new, and then if you're on the new one, then you find an older one, and you're like, wait, how does this go? But I'm guessing if you do an older plane, once you get to a newer stuff, you just learn the new electronics and you're good to go. Where are we? There we go. This might be a little bit longer than I expected. I've driven through here so many times. Actually, not too many times. Down there, yes. Oh, that's actually definitely a good idea too. Yeah, if you get a loan instead of pay as you go. Yeah, because that way you're focused more on actually completing it than, hey, do I have enough to make this class? Do I have enough to make that class? That's a great idea, man. I did not think of that. But yeah, that is a great idea. And I'll just make my monthly payments and then it's all set. I forget about that. Yeah, man, that's a great idea. Thank you very much. Yeah, that way you already know your final cost. You already know everything. And you're like, well, you really don't know your final cost, because you don't know how long you're going to take and how well the classes are. But you get an estimate. I get it. Man, but it gets me very excited to think that I'm going to start that. Like, it really gets me excited. So I came today because this is exactly what I was looking for. I want to know your guys' opinions on it. What do you think about flight school? And should I do it? Because I really want to. It's very nerve-wracking too. But I know I'm going to enjoy it. I know that I'm absolutely going to enjoy it. Even if I never after that, after I get the license, if I never, ever go fly again, I know that I'm still going to enjoy it. Nice. Actually, here's another question of it. Yeah, I know people jump onto that first time ownership of planes. Do you recommend, and I on your opinion that you've already been there, do you recommend and do you think it's worth it that instead of buying a plane, you rent it out? Whenever you're going to fly, you rent it out. I think that's actually a better option because you don't have to worry about the hassle of maintenance. But I want to know what's your opinion since you were on those shoes. I know as soon as probably I get my license, I'm going to be all like, wow, I really want to get a plane. But I've heard so many ups and downs that I'm like, all right, so what is the actual right thing to do? Because now the planes are so easily available to rent out that, and I've noticed that it might be a better option just to rent it out. Whenever you want to go fly, rent it out. Because I know people sit down and they'll calculate, well, if you're going to fly this amount of hours in a year, then sure, go ahead and buy it. But if not, then yeah, it's less problems. That's what people say. It's a lot less problems. You rent it out. Even if you're going to pay a bit more yearly because of the hours you end up flying, if you fly a lot of hours, it's still less of the hassle. I know that's what I've heard, and I want to confirm that with everybody here. Because I've also dug into that hole of ownership of planes. And it gets complicated. I know a lot of people and a lot of stories that they end up owning the plane and they spend more hours in the ground that they even planned for. So they didn't even get to actually spend a lot of hours flying it, and then they got rid of it because of that. So that's another one I've thought. Yeah, so I've actually seen that they'll take out student pilots out here on top of the Everglades because there's nothing around, and they'll fly out there. You see them constantly around, which is nice. It's a very nice, calming side. As you can see, there's really not many planes that fly through here. Especially, I understand, especially being close to, like, Fort Lauderdale and Miami, since there's two huge airports, there's a lot of traffic. So I could definitely see why they go take them outside a bit further, so you're not in the way of big traffic. Yeah, that's another one I heard, that if you find a cheap $30,000 or $50,000 plane, it turns into a straight money pit. And yeah, it goes on for many years. It gets very expensive all the way through. I've also seen that if you have to be really into ownership of planes to know if it is going to become a money pit or not. And the ones that don't become money pits, they're very rare. So yeah, I've thought about that. I've seen such an ease of how to rent out a plane that, I mean, it's not really worth owning one yet, unless if you really have it can become an expensive, since it is an expensive luxury, as the states decide to categorize it. It becomes very expensive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up just renting planes. Yeah, I'll stick to exotic cars but rent planes. That's a better idea. But yeah, man, I'm very excited. I thank you very much, Daily Drivenish too. Absolutely, I appreciate it. I truly appreciate everything, that all the knowledge that you're just bestowing upon me right now. Because I'm very excited about this, and I really want to start it. And we are halfway. All right. Kinda. I just decided to go over to the other side of the coast. So I was like, hey, let's just get there wherever we want to go. Yeah, of course. Of course. Absolutely. There is no replacement for actually having that feeling that you own your own plane. Yeah, I know. I don't think there's gonna be a replacement for that. I think that for now, after I get the license, I'm gonna start renting one out. But then I can definitely tell that in the future, it's gonna happen. Ownership is gonna become a real thing. I really hope so. So they're not looking for it as a replacement, but definitely it's an option. Because yes, that's those stories I've heard of, that people, as soon as you get the plane, since you're all excited, you start flying it like crazy, and then you start realizing, wow, like my pockets are getting very empty for that, because it's not just buying the plane. Absolutely not. I also want to ask you, did you do all the research for getting your own plane, or did you find some help for somebody who actually guided you and told you, hey, this is a good buy or it's not a good buy? So actually, even a mechanic, if a mechanic helped you out on it, or was it just you researching? Because that's a big one. You definitely don't want to make a mistake on buying a wrong, cheap plane that has no life in it, or no possibility of life in the future. Because it could definitely go wrong real quick. It could definitely go wrong real quick when buying a plane, a cheap one. I didn't know it was an airport out here. Is there an airport out here? It's a waypoint. Oh, I see it on there. Like, this is Snake Road. I've been down that road. Nice. That's pretty cool to see it from up here. That is very cool to see it. Yep. Another thing I want to try out is this in VR. Absolutely. This game in VR. I want to try that out. Wow. You went on a brand new one. Yeah, that's a huge loan, man. Yeah, your bank helped you pick it out. That's a good bank, man. That is a good bank. But yeah, I personally wouldn't do that. I definitely would like to make some friends, especially mechanic friends for aviation, because yeah, that's a mistake you don't want to make. Absolutely not. That is definitely a mistake you don't want to make, especially because it's such a huge loan too. By the way, where have you flown? Any exciting places where you flown in real life during your ownership? I don't know. I think the only thing that would worry me about the renting of planes is it definitely has to be the integrity of the plane that you're renting. I think you would treat it differently as if it was an ownership and it was yours. I think you definitely treat it differently because you're like, you know your plane. And that's a different story. When your plane is rented, you don't know that plane. You don't know how it's going to react. So I guess you got to take it a bit easier first while you get used to the rented plane, and then you could get more comfortable in it. But then again, I always say, just like riding sports bikes, you should never get too comfortable with it because it can cost you. It definitely can cost you. Wow, these are actually little airstrips in the middle of the Everglades. I had never heard of those in real life. Because we are in the middle of nowhere, guys. This is truly the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, you gotta treat it as your own. Absolutely. In that sense, I've always been like that. Even with cars and anything, I've always treated them like they were my own. I like to take care of my own stuff too, so that won't be a problem. But I know, like I guess I'm gonna be, after my pilot's license, I'm also gonna get very excited of one day of ownership, and I know that feeling will never go away until it happens, and then I'll be like, okay, I did it, but I've learned from it, moving on. But then again, that's something that I don't want it to be a mistake. It's something that I actually would like to do it the right way to enjoy it. But I know it's very, very expensive. Very expensive toys. But yeah, I've definitely, I'm gonna do flight school. I'm gonna document it. I'm gonna give you guys all the videos about it, and then I'm gonna take you up in the sky. So you guys are gonna be able to follow all my journey. So make sure you subscribe, because there's gonna be a lot of content coming out soon. Especially content that I was looking for as starting about this, and I've decided that I want to, because I couldn't find that around. Like it's kind of weird. I guess people just started their journey, and then it kind of seemed like people weren't sure about it. They're just trying it out, and then after they were like, okay, yeah, I like it. So that's why they only show like from half on. Nice, man. The islands, yeah, that's gonna be fun. And the U.S., I really enjoy scenery. I enjoy nature. There's one thing that's definitely on my bucket list is to cross the entire U.S. Not just on flight now, but I actually want to do it driving, and stop at pretty much every state somewhere at least twice in every little point. That's something I enjoy. I enjoy traveling in that sense, so that's something I want to do. But that's definitely on the list. Definitely on the list. I think I'm going to do that in that order. I'm first going to do it by land, and then after that I'm going to do it by air, because that way I'll know which way I'm flying, because I've already been through there by land, in the sense of, hey, I've been there, that was pretty cool. Oh, I like this place. Oh, how does this place look from the air? And that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Is there even an airport where I'm going? Where I'm trying to go? Oh, there's a couple here. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't have a briefing, pre-flight briefing, so I don't know which way we're going. We're kind of just taking this, the touristy way. Yeah, we're diverting a little bit. You mean some great and not so great people. Yeah, man. I've heard that too. I've heard that it's a lot of fun, especially because of that you get to stop in so many little tiny places. And that's what that's something I would enjoy. And that's something I want to do. Same thing as driving through there. I want to stop at every little place. I was like, I mean, I'll go check out all the touristy stuff, but to me, the important ones are the little small places. Like, those are the ones that truly have character and enchantment, and that's what I want to go check out. Not the big old touristy stuff. I mean, it's still great. It's still great, but this has been a very relaxing Sunday flight, guys. I'm going to start doing constant Sunday flights. So you can just choose somewhere and just take it easy and go for it. Yeah, I've decided. I'm going to flight school, guys. I'm going to flight school. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, with big airports, the fees and the fuel prices, it's gonna get crazy. And not just that; it's also the hassle of everything. So if you plan it out correctly and you do all small little plane airstrips and stuff like that, it gets better. And I personally think it's more enjoyable in that sense. I absolutely think it's more enjoyable in that sense. Oh, Amazon arrived. All right. Big box. By the way, welcome everybody who's just joining in. Welcome, welcome. We are just taking a nice flight, nice Sunday flight. Pretty much across the Everglades of Florida. As you can see, there's nothing around us. There's behind us. But welcome, welcome everybody. Today we're talking about our flight school and pilot's license. I am thinking about it, thinking about it, and pretty much decided that I may actually go for it. So make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe so you get all of the videos that I'm going to bring you for that. Yeah, the traffic at the big airports get crazy. Yeah, that is correct. Another one. You are, when you're flying out to the big airports, you are the slow guy. You are the one everybody's going to be waiting on for you. So yes, it's gonna be, it's more cumbersome when you go to the big airports. And I know for a fact that's gonna happen at some point, so that's fine. Yeah, they actually want it coming from south. All right. Welcome guys on our Sunday flight day. It's a very nice sunny day out here. Am I on live weather? That's a good question. No, we're not. There we go. It's still a sunny day out here. Oh, just some clouds. That is fine. We can keep the clouds. It's a very nice day crossing Florida. Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta plan that way before. Yeah, it's not something that you just say, hey, I'm just gonna go out and go for it. No. You're definitely planning it to the last detail. My question is, where are I? Yeah, I'm actually headed over to Naples, correct. That is correct. I'm actually trying to see where I'm going to land at. I've driven through this tiny little road right here, straight across, going over Naples. I actually got married out in Naples. That's why I decided to go this way, guys. I've never actually flown out this way. It's very nice. I wish maybe one day we'll retire out there. It's a lot of retirees out there. We're actually going to start descending a little bit. I don't see it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I see. That's the road that I traveled on. And you go that way, yeah. Nice. Nice, man. Oh, Vladimir, welcome. No, we're talking about Naples, Florida. That's where we're headed. It's out here. It's very nice. Nice and calm. Welcome, Vladimir. Vladimir. Question: are you a pilot? If not, let me know. If you are, let us know. We're here having a discussion about flight school. What do you think of flight school? And have you gone through flight school? That is our discussion for today. As we approach nice, lovely Naples, Florida. Yeah, that's that little road here. Yay. Yep, I see runway. We're actually going to approach from the south. So let's get going. Oh man, yeah. There's a lot of medical. It's a lot of medical requirements. Nice. So definitely an enthusiast, I guess. Actually, that's something that we were talking about before. I guess even having some medical complications, you can still take out go out on flight demos as if you were going to join, and they'll take you out there and they'll, I guess, let you take control for just a bit while still holding on with you. So I guess that could be the closest you can get to flying. Or if you had a friend. That's always a solution. If you have a friend that's a pilot and flies. It's funny, I've never actually landed on this airport before. That's crazy. Living so close. I've never landed on this airport. Actually, yeah, you can do that too. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I think that could be an option. Don't quote me on that one. Not a medical specialist. Yeah, that was one of the tips from a couple videos that I saw. It's people are like, hey, make sure if you really want to go full on this, go get the medical exam first. Go get your medical first, your flight medical first. Make sure there's nothing that will inhibit you from actually going through this, and then go try it out. Because it says a lot of people have had hope, but found out they weren't able to because of medical issues. And that would be sad. That would definitely be sad. It will kill your dreams, absolutely. So guys, I see the runway. Do we? Yep. That to our right. We got visual. I've actually got visual on the perpendicular one, not the one I want to land on. Is that the one we're gonna land on? Actually, no. I guess we're gonna turn up and land this way. What is the wind doing? Yeah, we're gonna land this way. By the way, guys, that is a nice friendly reminder. Don't forget to join our Discord for future group flights and more. That's our nice little airport out there. Naples Municipal. So I am not a pilot, correct, but I will be joining flight school soon. Daily Driven H2 is a pilot. My wife can kill both. Oh God. Actually, I'm so thankful for my wife because she actually supports me on. She's probably listening. She actually supports me on actually getting my license, my pilot's license. So yes, very thankful for that. But that is correct. Both of those can kill your dreams. That is funny. But Vladimir, yeah, I'm not a pilot, or at least not yet. Daily Driven H2 is a pilot. He's actually had ownership of planes before. And that's what we've been talking about this entire trip, actually. It's been a lot of fun. Very interesting. A lot of informative. Very informative, actually. Hey, there's Marco Island, too. Oh, look, there's some new developments there. Nice. Because out here in Naples is pretty much retired people in big mansions. Where are we going? Hey, Nano Man, welcome. We're actually going to land in Naples Municipal, which is right here. Right to our right. We're about to see it over there. Which reminds me we should start getting lower in our altitude. And we should also start slowing down. But yeah, we've had a very nice chat about flight school. Nano Man, let me know if you're a pilot or if you're just enthusiast or if you were a student. I've actually had a lot of students come to the streams, and now I want to get their opinion about it because I really want to. Where are you? Yeah, that's where we're going. Yeah, we're dipping way too much. This level us out. Yeah, actually stream with OBS, correct. Oh, we are losing some speed. Nice, nice. Welcome to the chat. Vladimir is also an enthusiast and Daily Driven is a pilot. And I may become a soon-to-be student. Debating on that one yet. I mean, I really want to. So, I think I'm going to make it happen soon. It's going to be very nice. I don't know how long this runway is either, so we'll see. I think I'm still too high, we'll see. Alright, man. No problem. Thank you very much for all the info, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. A lot of information. Thank you very much for your insights. I'll definitely let you know if I start flight school. I'll keep you updated. So, Nano Man, let me see. Yeah, definitely. Nah, man, Vladimir, if you want, you can go back and check it. You can replay the stream, man. We had a good. You can read it on the chat. We had a good discussion about ownership of plane, about flight school itself, and he gave me some pointers of what to look out for, and what to expect, as in of the flight instructors as well, which was very good insights. Actually, a bit off this way. Oh, nice. We got a little crosswind too, which was very helpful. And that's something that I definitely am going to take into consideration while I'll be going through flight school. But he gave me some good insights. It's a very impromptu approach right here. But oh well. Nice and steady. Wins the race. I'm actually too high up still, but we'll get there. They always say shoot for. Oh, I'm trying to read while landing. This is going to be hard. Yep. Oh boy, it's going to catch me off guard because I'm trying to read. Alright, here we go, guys. Put your seatbelts on. Hold it. There we go. Oh, a little bit rough, but hey. We're all good. It's not a problem. Yeah, you could just go back. Actually, just read the chat. It's all, pretty much all in the chat. He gave some good pointers about especially ownership, how it gets very expensive real quick. But welcome, guys. Welcome to, where are we at? Yeah, we're in Naples. Welcome to Naples, Florida Municipal. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely. I've also created my account at VATSIM. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through all my experience of flight school. So if you guys want to see that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I will be bringing you videos as my career moves forward in there. Guys, welcome to Naples, Florida. Go check out the beaches around here. It's very nice and lovely. I want to thank you and thank everybody that has joined me on the chat. I want to thank everybody for all the comments about flight school and recommendations. Again, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up if you liked or enjoyed this trip. And check out, there's a lot more. There's a lot more on my channel, so I hope you guys check it out. Also, Discord. I'm always there, and we do group flights through there. So make sure you join the Discord. That the link is on the description down below. So again, guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next flight. Take care.